to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians tried to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe fought for the bodies and the lives of their friends. Dell used the hand of the deceased Amena Savant to release Rumpleforeskin. Shadow Nemesis tried to knock out the possessed Dr. Deputy, but accidentally killed him, and Tyler negotiated with the doll inhabiting New Rogue to stop fighting. But in a tense moment, the doll stabbed New Rogue's body. Tyler and Shadow Nemesis fought over how to get New Rogue back, and Dell found herself suddenly wearing a Ring of Contrariness, unable to support Tyler. Will the Dr. Deputy be a doll forever, and can the troupe stop arguing long enough to save their friend? I doubt it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's recording of Jesters of Ravenloft. We've got the whole gang back here, excited for another adventure into Ravenloft. I mean, it's in the title, so you kind of know where we're going. It's the place we've been going all of these weeks, but we are so happy to have you all here. Now, before we dive in, I will do a quick recap, trying to summate the show up until now. I have to hide chat because I get distracted. I can't read and talk at the same time, so I'm going to hide that, and here we go. Our four heroes are all sketch comedians in the comedy troupe Wet Change. They were performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival before they were sucked into Ravenloft by the god Ezra by accident, who thought they were summoning heroes and accidentally got jesters. Over their time in the first domain that they visited, they all became classic dd&d classes. Friends were made. People were adopted under the guise of friendship after their families were murdered, and a Dark Lord, Judge Dredd, was defeated. And Adam, in his new nom de plume of Shadow Nemesis, became the ruler of that dark domain. Having to flee because everyone in that domain realized Adam was an evil murderer and turned on him, our heroes ended up journeying into a new domain. They know, for the sake of Ezra, they need to each become Dark Lords. Shadow Nemesis is the first, and our other three friends are all endeavoring to do so. But that means they must find and defeat the Dark Lord in each new realm. They ended up in the woods. Brought along for their journey was the bone horse Rumpleforeskin, who was named by chat, if this is your first episode, just to be clear, who befriended Dell and wants to find their pack of bone horses, their group that is somewhere, because Rumpleforeskin is a mistwalker who can travel between domains and is looking to find their way back home. Also joining the party is the Dr. Deputy Anna Seraph, a squire of the Black Knight from the previous realm who had died and was brought back as an apology to Shadow Nemesis by Ezra, the god of the mists, who rejoined the party. Our heroes move forwards and had to choose. They ran into a strange goblin named the Nilbog, who was very excited to meet them and asked them if they wanted to go to a cottage or go to a farm. They chose cottage, and the Nilbog brought them to a cottage where they met a very strange woman named Amena Savant. Just a very jaunty, loose-limbed elf, going to bed either immediately or with some reluctance. New Rogue, who died and has no memory of his past and just exists in this realm and has become a cleric of Ezra, was patrolling in the woods when all four of our heroes were stabbed by tiny silver needles by dolls that had been within the collection of hundreds of dolls inside the house, and traded bodies. So they were trapped inside a box in doll bodies. They worked together to escape, and with the help of Tyler's familiar Ivan the Bat, who has constellations inside his wings, they made a break for it to get back to their bodies, hopefully to stab them with needles and recover their frame, though sadly they murdered the other doll in the box by accident because they found a magic wand, didn't know what it do, and blasted her to pieces. When they tried to escape, they were attacked by owls outside. During this combat, Dell killed one of the owls with the power of the ghosts that she is now fueled by and in communing with. While New Rogue, dear God, these names, New Rogue was eaten by an owl and carried away. Our remaining heroes ended up ambushing their former bodies, reclaimed them, but along the way, Rumpleforeskin, who they had feared was dead, was freed and brought back to life. It turned out Rumpleforeskin was just trapped by an anti-magic collar, which prevented Rumpleforeskin from maintaining their magical form as a horse just made of bones with nothing else holding them together but magic. Sadly, though, the body of Dr. Deputy Anna Seraph was lost. And by lost, I mean Adam killed the body and then didn't try to heal it very quickly, so it died. That would be a much more accurate review that not everyone is entirely aware of. And over the course of a hostage negotiation to try to keep the body of New Rogue alive with a doll body inside it, the doll was threatening to stab itself with a needle of one of the dolls that had been destroyed. Unfortunately, due to a clumsy ambush by Shadow Nemesis, who was really killing it on taking care of people's dead bodies, the needle was stabbed in. Guy Bradford's body died. We don't know what exactly happened, though Tyler fed the body a potion fast enough that it is still breathing, though there are no signs of life from within it. The Dr. Deputy is, let's just say, unhappy with the situation about being a doll now. And that's where we left things off. Adam had noticed that the owl took New Rogue and just didn't tell anybody for 2 episodes. So they just figured that out at the end and are rather upset about it.
It's my plan.
It was a plan.
It was a plan. It was part of a plan.
It was his plan. So that catches us up to where we are now. New Rogue, you have been swallowed by an owl. You are inside its body. You can feel its wings flapping and its muscles constricting and holding you in place. You are wearing your doll outfit, but you have dropped your needle. The only thing you have on your personage right now is the wand that was gifted to you by Dell because Dell was too scared to use it. This is a terrifying and very different moment for you, but you do have a pop culture reference gifted to you by the Mist that helps you kind of summate this in an explainable way.
Oh, it's just like I'm inside the whale. I'm Pinocchio and Geppetto and all the gang inside this big old gooey whale, but it's a bird. I've lost my way and I need to get out. I don't want to transform into a donkey. I think that's how the story goes.
I had too much time away from this voice. Sorry, I just got to read this for a second.
I better take up my little wand of Gustin.
Okay, so you're using the wand. Where are you aiming it at a specific place right now, towards kind of top of bird or bottom of bird?
Yeah, well, in Pinocchio, there's a little blowhole in the hump, and so I'm gonna blow a hole through this little owl.
Right. So you raise the wand and cast it. You feel magic flow through it. Can you roll me a D100? No. Which means I need you to roll me a D10 twice. D100. One for the tens and one for the number after that.
Let me try and find my D10.
Your set could even come with 2 if you roll.
There it is. Here's my so a D10 and a D100. Okay.
Yep. Great.
All right. Okay. So when I get a 0-0, that is the 100.
What was the number that you rolled first?
That was a 7.
Okay. And then what did you roll on the second one? It was 0 double 0?
Yes, 00.
Okay. So that is rolling 7 total.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So you raise this wand and feel magic spray out of it, and cast fairy fire.
Ooh.
So each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Your choice. What color do you think is the color of Ezra?
Blue, green, or violet?
Yes.
Man.
I'm gonna go with green. It can get close to yellow, which I feel is the brilliant golden light of Ezra's touch.
All right, so you cast Fairy Fire, and normally the owl would have to make a dex save, but you are inside the owl, which means it can't dodge this. So at this point, the owl around you starts to glow bright green.
The call is coming from inside your house, owl.
Ooh. Got this owl looking like that Batman Beyond villain, that skeleton guy.
You can feel the owl around you starting to panic. Its flight is changing. It's not sure what's going on. What do you do inside the owl?
Well, I guess I'm going to try and try and at least like control the owl as best I can. Maybe try and guide it somewhere. Maybe turn or swivel it just so it knocks me out of itself.
Okay, so, well, to be clear, you're inside its stomach. So
yes.
How are you going to do that from there?
Okay, well, I didn't think about that.
Quite simply, actually.
I wanted to hang onto his little uvula, but instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tickle its little tummy, and I'm gonna try and make it regurgitate me. I want it to puke me up.
All right, so you are surrounded with by a little bit of detritus and some skeletons and some other rotting small creatures, and you are trying to tickle the stomach.
Yeah.
So roll me. I would accept athletics if you're doing this very violently, or I would accept sleight of hand if you're trying to do a gentle tickle.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be violent with this.
Violent tickle.
I mean, mouth or other hole. I'm getting out of here.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
And that's a 17.
Wow.
17.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm just like going to the side of the stomach, and I'm just getting my little doll hands. I'm just going
Ooh.
and slapping it around a bit.
You are scratching away at this owl's stomach, and you feel it land as it cannot resist the pull of what you were doing, and it immediately starts trying to hork you up. Are you participating in this process? Are you letting it? What is happening in regards to you as you feel the stomach churning around you and pushing?
I'm trying to. It's like I do have a memory of a trampoline. It's like on a trampoline when you're trying to catch the double bounce, So I'm gonna try and find a piece, a membrane in the stomach that's kind of like moving in a certain way. I'm gonna try and double bounce off of it so I can just get regurgitated in the right, in the right channel.
All right, can you roll me an acrobatics? I think because of your trampoline double bounce that I don't know how you remember, but I'll let you have this one.
Thank you. Everybody has a trampoline. That's a 14.
Man.
14. Oh, with a nat 1. You double bounce your way out and just tear through this owl's throat on the exit. So you make your way out and land in a big pool of blood as the owl collapses behind you, dead. You are in the middle of the woods. This owl has landed on the forest floor around you. It is bright neon green. It has light extending from it 10 feet in all directions around it. You are standing next to it. Can you roll me a perception?
Okay. That's just a 9. Just a 9.
You just see a dead owl that's glowing green.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to violently destroy you, but know that your soul will rest at the side of Ezra, maybe even on his lap, on his mighty throne of heaven. Thank you. And now I'm like, look, I'm just in a forest, I'm guessing. So I'm also like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah. So you are seeing the various trees around you. You can see that they have faces on them, which means you are inside the forest of faces, which you have paced through before. So you are in an interesting situation, which is where where north, east, south, and west are. So you can't get lost traditionally. However, you were flown inside an owl for a number of minutes. So you're not sure where you are relative to the cottage. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to not do the voice for this because I'm using my logical mind. I am. I think I'd want to catch the attention of everybody because I am so small. And so I'm going to try and use some kind of like a signal to get their attention.
Okay.
And that, oh boy, what can I use? You
have
know,
access to your magic because your powers have been brought with you, and you have a symbol of Ezra that has been carved into your wooden hand, or you have the wand.
Ooh. Well, I don't want to gust anything anymore.
I will point out the last time you used the wand, it did not gust. It made something glow green with fairy fire.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You could also, if you wanted to, focus on this wand and try to figure out what it does.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to just try and light stuff on fire with Sacred Flame, but I think
That works too.
maybe use... No, I got to change up my ways. I've got to expand my skill set. Okay, Magic Wand, let's see if we can turn this one spooky tree into a spooky signal. Here goes. Ezra, please, baby, envelop this tree with your green light. Makes me feel good.
And you use the wand? Okay, can you roll me a D100?
Yeah. That's a 40.
40? So you rolled 4 on the, like a 4-0 and then...
4-0.
And then a 0?
Oh, and I'll roll a D.
Yeah, roll
okay,
this, yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Okay, D100s are tricky.
And that's a 6.
Okay, so you got a 46.
Mm-hmm.
As you extend this wand, an arc of a lightning bolt explodes out of the wand, moving forwards, forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide.
Jesus
normally,
Christ.
creatures in that line have to make a dexterity saving throw, but they're trees. So each of them takes, let me just run some math here for you.
Yes.
The trees take damage.
I mean, they're trees.
Yeah, you can
So
chop them.
They all take 20 points of damage and catch fire because it is a lightning bolt that they cannot do anything about. So you have set fire to a 100-foot line of the forest in front of you.
I hope my friends will find me.
Can you roll me an insight?
Yeah, that's a 2.
Your plan is working.
Yay!
Do you just want to wait here? Do you want to try to do something else to summon them? What do you want to do?
No, I'm pretty sure this giant chasm of fire that I've created or whatever it is, I figure I have done my job. So now I'm just going to sit my bottom down because I don't want to go anywhere where they can't find me, so I figure also if I run, another bird might take me. So,
and that is the moment where a wolf bursts out of the forest beside you and just scarfs down this entire glowing owl. Can you roll me a stealth?
Okay.
Yes. It is a dirty 21.
Ooh, nice.
The wolf is focused fully on this owl with you holding still next to it. What do you do?
Majestic creature, I am not your enemy. Perhaps you can actually aid me. Perhaps by eating the glowing remnants of my fairy fire, you will be the thrall of Ezra, for I wielded said fairy fire. I'm gonna climb on top of you and I'm gonna ride you.
So, you say this out loud, I'm assuming?
I'm saying it out loud.
Can you roll me an animal handling?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have checked what that is. Okay. That's 13.
You think you're killing it, and you reach out to grab a hold of this wolf, and it immediately turns to bite you. Can you roll me initiative?
Okay, and that is, where is it? Okay, that's a dirty 17.
Dirty 17. The wolf is turning to bite you, but you are climbing onto its side, and you are in motion first. You have the chance to act before the wolf can sink its teeth into you. What do you do?
I am going to... I would like to command it, but again, it probably won't understand what I'm trying to say. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, you're only being nasty because you're afraid. And why are you afraid? Because you're probably hurt.
You probably got a thorn in your paw or something. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to cure you. I'm going to cure your wounds.
And then I'm going to do a prayer of no, I'm going to do my
You're going to cast Cure Wounds on the wolf?
no, because that work. Oh, I can touch it. Yes, I'm going
You're
to
touching
cast
it right now.
Timing it.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. I'm not climbing up with my teeth. Okay.
I didn't specify it was your teeth.
You have doll hands. You can touch
Because-
anything right now.
That's right. I got these little doll hands. So I'm going to cure your wounds. So, Ezra, please, I want you to enlighten this beast. Calm down his violent mind, baby. I want it to fall under your loving touch. I want it to aid you, me, this whole dang world of Ravenloft. Come, be cured.
Can you roll me an animal handling with advantage?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's an 11.
As you cast Cure Wounds on the wolf, you feel the magic flow out of you and into the wolf, and you see, instead of it being cowed and being healed and being changed, you see it with glowing feathers still in its teeth turn invigorated and lash out at you. It attacks.
No, you don't.
And it hits. How much health do you have right now, guy?
I had 19 points before I was swallowed by an owl.
Okay. You take 9 points of damage from this wolf bite, and the wolf flips its head and throws you across the forest, where you slam into a tree for another 3 points of damage and fall to the ground.
You can knock me down, but the thing about belief is I believe it, and my faith won't let me stand by. I am going to put you under God's love, whether you want it or not. Help, people, please see the fire. For the love of Ezra, see the fire. Can't anybody see the fire near the wolf?
All right. What are you doing? I've heard what you've yelled, but or are you just hoping with the fire someone will save you?
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy. I'm gonna try and make this fire blow even brighter, like on the tree. So I'm gonna say, Ezra, please make this a flashing light that even the furthest away soul could see, and make it known that Neuro is over here trying to tame the wilderness.
So you cast thaumaturgy. That just happens. You don't have to roll for that.
Oh, right. Well, it was a natural 20. God.
All right.
Nice,
So
dude.
you cast the spell and the flames rise supernaturally high. And that's when you see the wolf stalking towards you. And you realize the flames may call your friends, but there's no way they're getting here in time. New Rogue, you are staring down an advancing wolf, and you know that you won't survive another attack like the one you have already suffered. And that is when a brown blur sprints out of the woods, and you just hear and you see tusks hammer into this wolf, and the wolf slams back and is quickly gored. And then you see a boar turn and look at you, just give you a knowing nod. And you recognize this boar as the one Dell summoned overnight to stay in the cottage with Rumpleforeskin.
My little man, thank you. Thank you for saving me. Although I did wish to preserve the life of that poor wolf, I am also happy that you gored its guts out. Please, let me ride on your little back. I need to go to my friends. But first... What? What was that? Say again.
It's true. Adam doesn't make good decisions.
Oh
Okay.
man.
But
So-
first, can I heal myself, or do I still have spell slots?
That is a question I can't answer for you,
No,
but I hope you can answer for yourself.
Oh yes.
You
Between
cast
you
Cure
and your
Wounds, which is
god.
probably another level 1 spell slot. Thaumaturgy is just a cantrip, so that wouldn't cost you anything. And the ones that you've cast from the wand take charges out of the wand. They don't affect you personally.
Awesome. Okay, great. Then I have some. Thank you. Okay, then. I'm gonna get on its back now. I'm gonna climb up its little hoof all the way to the top. I hope it makes it easier for me, and I'm gonna try to ride this sucker all the way back to my friends because I figure it knows the way as well.
So you climb back onto the boar, and that's when you realize how fast the fire is spreading in the trees around you. And you realize that this is going to be a race for you to get out of this fire with the speed of a boar. It might be close, though. So normally I would roll for the boar, but the mists are rising up beneath you. Can you roll me a d6?
Oh no.
Okay.
Four.
Yay!
We like 4.
And you manage, while steering this boar, hanging onto its back with being able to tug on either shoulder to help it dodge things that it's not seeing, you both escape the flames and escape them chasing you down until the boar is running you to freedom. And that's why a few minutes later, you burst into a clearing, seeing your body unconscious on the ground, breathing. Tyler and Shadow Nemesis are arguing over it, and Dell is wandering back into the cottage holding something small that is yelling in her hands. What do you do?
I go, friends, it's me. I'm alive. I'm a real boy. Please. What?
Because I just noticed everything, and then I'm like,
Boar, take me to my body. Boar, take me to my body now.
Can you roll me an animal handling? With advantage. This boar likes you.
yeah. Okay, and 14.
Unfortunately, the boar likes Dell better. This boar rolled very high on the wisdom save, so the boar is running to Dell at the cottage.
Okay, bye guys.
Do you want to jump off, or do you want to stay on the boar as it runs to the cottage?
I'm just trying to figure out my surroundings. If I were to jump off now, how far away am I from?
You're about 4 feet from the ground, and you're in a doll body. It's not a fall that would threaten to hurt you. There's grass here. It's a clearing.
Right, but I mean more so from how far away would I be from?
You are much closer to your body now than you will be if it runs back and into the cottage.
Then I am totally tucking and rolling off this boar. So
I'm going to give you that one for free. Your doll body would not be damaged by this. Tyler and Shadow Nemesis both look over and see New Rogue just spinning and landing on the ground and standing up as a boar runs past you into the cottage.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, New Rogue, is that you?
You bet your bottom dollar it's me. I was all the way over there. Didn't you see the fire? Don't you see the fire? The fire's coming. I gotta get in my body.
Do we see the fire?
Look, yeah. Is there a
Can you
fire
both
in
roll
the
me a
distance?
perception?
That's a good number.
What is my perception?
I got 23.
Okay. So my perception's 0. So that's a 6.
Shadow Nemesis sees nothing. You're just focused on getting New Rogue back into his body. Tyler, you do see the flickering of flames in the distance. It's still a fair ways off, but it's a lot, and it's woods.
Oh. What's happening over there, buddy?
It's a long story. I got out of an owl. A boar killed the wolf, and I totally raised a forest just to get your attention, but it didn't work.
I'm sorry. You set fire to the forest?
I just need to get to my body. We don't have to waste time talking about it.
All right. Suspicious response, but here, buddy, I'll scoop you up into my hands and carry you over to your flesh body. And then I know Adam had said he was holding the guy's
The needle was slapped out of Adam's hand and is
struck
in the
out of his
grass a
hand.
couple of feet from the body. So it's still
I'm gonna
visible
look
to
for
everyone
that.
here.
Okay.
Okay, I'll pick up the needle then, carefully.
Thank you so much, you guys. I just want to say, being in this doll party for so long, it's taught me a lot of things. I've learned what it's like to be, a person with hands at work, being small. That's it. Okay, let's get back in my body.
Okay, so then I go to Tyler and I'm like, okay, here's the plan.
Yeah.
You hold on to the doll's head, and as soon as I prick New Rogue's body and the switch happens, you just rip that head right off.
I'm just going to make sure that the doll doesn't need to be holding the needle. Maybe New Rogue needs to be the one doing the stabbing. Can you give me the needle for 1 second?
Okay, let's just make sure that this idea doesn't turn out like your other idea. And I point to the mutilated body of Amena Savant.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that was my plan. It was just a bad plan, and I'm going to cop to that.
Great. I agree. Here you go. And I want to carefully just pass it to New Rogue.
Great. That's fine. You can do that. And New Rogue, I'm imagining, accepts the needle.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to put New Rogue down by the big New Rogue that's unconscious. I'm going to say, just hold on 1 second. I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out the needle that I took from when New Rogue held the needle to his neck, when Robin held the needle to his neck.
Robin Gilliam. Yep.
Yeah. I just want to hold a needle so that I can cast Identify. That's all I want to do. I have a spell called Identify, and when I'm holding a magical item, I can choose one object that I must touch throughout the casting of the spell. It's 1 minute if I use a spell slot, and I will, just to do it fast. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, I learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. I learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, I learn which spell created it. What is the deal with these goddamn needles so we don't fuck this up?
These needles are crafted through magic, through a cursed process that creates the dolls. A doll and a needle are created at the same time, and the needle is inextricably linked to the doll body. If a doll stabs a living creature with the needle, they will take over that body. There's a chance for the body to resist, but it's often unsuccessful. If that same body that they have claimed, it puts the New Rogue into the doll and the doll into the New Rogue. Now we got Robin Gilliam's in a different body. If New Rogue uses that needle to damage the original body, or if anyone else does with that needle, then it will cause the switch to happen in reverse. If the person in the doll body is destroyed, dead, as is also reversed. You still don't know magically what happens if you stab a doll with a needle for someone who is dead. It's a bit of a hot mess in that regard. But if New Rogue stabs New Rogue's body, the transition should be complete.
Okay.
And then the doll will be unconscious for an hour afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Plenty of time to kill the doll.
Yeah. All right. With that information, then I think I close my eyes to kind of focus and meditate on this needle. About a minute later, I open my eyes with this information. I say, okay, this should be fine as long as we're sure that's New Rogue's needle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I had it in my little doll body, and I was going to prick him until you slapped it out of my hand.
Okay. Well, you don't know what I know, so watch your mouth.
Well, why don't you tell me what you know? You were just sitting there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it should be fine. I just wanted to make sure. I'm glad that this is almost over. Go ahead, New Rogue. Jam the little needle in there, and you should be back in your old body.
Thank you, Tyler. And thank you, Adam. I love you guys.
And then and I walk up to my belly button and I just go, transference.
Much easier place.
The umbilicus of Ezra.
And then bam, and then I stab my little belly button.
And you find yourself waking up with a stabbing pain in your belly button, and you look down as a doll falls unconscious on top of you. You are back in your regular body with your haunted hands and feet. You have a silver needle stabbing you in the belly button.
And then I just pluck it out. Thank you so much, guys. I really do love the both of you. Okay.
Here, give me the doll and the needle.
Oh yeah, sure thing. Here you go.
Wait, can I have the doll? You can have the needle. I want the doll.
I'm gonna keep both.
Yeah.
We have other dolls. You have a little doll named Dr. Deputy who's really mad about being a little doll, but you have one.
We can just put him back in his regular body, though, right?
His regular body's dead. I was hoping maybe you could do some healing stuff to, I don't know, bring him back.
Dr. Deputy's dead. He didn't we just bring him back to life? Like he's literally just been in existence for like a day?
Like an evening, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like an evening.
It's true. It's true. Another cruel jest from Ezra. Just when I have him in my life, Ezra takes him away and traps him inside of a very fun doll body.
Are you mad about this, or does it sound fun?
As it turns out, I think this is quite the opportunity for our dear Dr. Deputy.
We'll take a commercial break right there. Inside the cottage, Dell, a boar comes bursting through the door, snuffling so joyously as it runs up and starts rubbing against your legs.
Oh man, I'm holding one hand up, Dr. Deputy, and then the other hand down as I kneel and give scritches. Boar, I was wondering where you went. Hello, how are you? Yeah. Oh, maybe I wonder if there's some food in here. I'm gonna wander over to the corner where that lady was cooking awful food.
Stop worrying about other stuff. What about my body?
Yeah. Whatever. I'm going over into the corner to get food for those four.
Whatever? Did you say whatever to me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you roll me a dex save?
Oh no.
It's a 15.
Oh. You see the Dr. Deputy raise up a needle, ready to two-handed stab you in the hand with it.
Whoa.
What do you do?
Oh, whoa. I grab him a little tighter and then just put him down on the ground. Hey, what did I say about no needles?
You said whatever. Can you roll me another dex save?
Oh man.
I'm so pissed. 17.
You just see him raise the needle again, about to slam it down into your hand. What do you do?
Or get him.
And the boar just sweeps forwards and attacks. And it's a doll, so he didn't have to roll that high. The boar just, with the tusk, slams the Dr. Deputy across the room, and the marionette slams into the wall. He only takes 3 points of damage, but it hurts. And he's like, nuts!
Did he drop the needle?
No, he still has the needle in his hand. They're perfect little Lego hands for a needle to fit in.
All right, I'm gonna run back to the front door. This is ridiculous. Adam, your little dude is trying to attack me.
And as you look, you see New Rogue is standing in his like the New Rogue body is standing alongside your friends.
Oh, hey, New Rogue is better.
Yeah, I'm back in my body, and
Yeah. He came with the boar.
Hey, Boar did a good job.
Yeah, he's a cute little boar. Oh, and Rumpleforeskin's alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, Tyler. Rumpleforeskin is
I
alive.
killed you, Rumpleforeskin. I'm so glad you're okay.
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, Del, you might want to look out. Del, can you roll me another dex save? As you just hear
That's the bad one. There's a 5.
All right. You feel a pricking in your ankle. Can you roll me a DC 12 charisma saving throw?
Charisma. Okay. I rolled a 14.
14. You feel the Dr. Deputy's soul try to come up your leg, and magically you just push it back out, and the doll flies across the room and hits the wall again. You just hear the Dr. Deputy, fuck me!
Yeah, don't try and take over my body, jerk.
Don't say whatever to somebody whose body's dead.
Too bad.
Can I intervene here? I feel like I need to to pull the dad card on my dear Dr.
Yeah,
Deputy.
well, I was trying to ask you to do it, but you know what? You can't intervene. I'm just gonna have to handle it myself.
Hold on. And I want to take my axe. I want to cut off some material from Dr. Deputy's like human body.
Okay.
And-
Squire body.
When you
Yeah,
say
the squire
material, do
body.
you mean fabric or are you referring to flesh?
Oh, like like whatever his like fabric, like whatever his costume is or something. So just like something like that. I'll head over. I'll take a knee and be like, "Hey, big guy, what seems to be the problem?"
I don't have a body anymore, and I couldn't take hers.
Well,
He's
you don't
just
want to
crying.
take Del. You don't want to take Del's body. Del is our friend. No, you
It's
don't.
so big,
Hey,
and I'm so small, and she can make pigs.
hey, buddy,
Yeah,
you with me there, bud?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
Did you know that I was once a doll?
Yeah, I was there too,
I know.
but you made me stay in a box, and then my body died.
Do you know why I made you stay in a box?
No.
Because I love you. You
What?
are very special to me. And I know it seems bad. You're looking at your dead body there.
Yeah, it got smushed.
Yes. But
Who smushed it?
oh, Ezra.
Ezra smushed my body.
Ezra
No,
smushed it.
no, Ezra, I'm stopping this malarkey. No,
I want
Adam,
to pick up the Dr. Deputy and take him in the house. So there's no influence. There's no influence.
Adam.
All right.
Just put your hands over his little head. Just
Yeah,
la 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 la.
So to paint the picture, Shadow Nemesis is carrying the Dr. Deputy doll into the cottage. Del is standing just outside the door. Rumpleforeskin is kind of in the doorway, but lets Shadow Nemesis past. Tyler and New Rogue are outside. Tyler, you are still holding the
Got a doll and a needle
doll.
that are a set.
yes. And there is another doll that Del would be aware of because Del didn't destroy Del's doll in the grass further out into the clearing. Del, can you roll me a perception?
Sure. No, it's a 5.
Well, that's fine. You just see this. What is everybody doing? I think New Rogue, you said you wanted to follow Shadow Nemesis into the cottage.
Yeah, I'm not going to let him besmirch Ezra and taint the mind of this doll deputy. You know.
All right, so you
I want to lock
are
the door. I want to lock the door.
the Rumpleforeskin's in the doorway. Do you want to shove Rumpleforeskin out, or try to pull Rumpleforeskin in, or say something?
Be like, Rumple, hey, I need to have. It's great to have you back. I just need to have a little time with my little buddy here. Do you think you could just like scoot your boot for a sec?
Oh yeah, I don't want this. And Rumpleforeskin just walks out of the cottage. New Rogue is following. New Rogue, can you roll me an athletics if you're trying to shove through the closing door, or an acrobatics if you're trying to like slide through it? And
Danger sense.
Shadow Nemesis, can you roll me
Athletics.
an athletics to try to close the door?
Does danger sense do anything?
No. It's not a trap. It's just someone trying to open a fucking door.
All right.
It's the consequences of your
brace.
actions. It's not a trap.
Athletics.
Yes.
That is a total of 15.
Yeah, it's an 8. Damn it.
New Rogue tries to shove his way into the door, but it slams shut and locks.
Hey, Adam, you star!
And I want to
Trying
go.
to get in there, New Rogue?
Yes. I mean, from my understanding, I'm betting that Adam is the guy that probably killed Dr. Deputy's real body in the first place. And I was trying to pin the blame on Ezra, who has provided this whole time.
That's a good bet. There's probably a back door. It's a cottage.
I'm going to go through the back door. Yeah.
All right. You are circling around the cottage. Tyler, are you following, or are you just letting New Rogue go ahead?
Just gonna let him go ahead. I don't feel that strongly about it. It's been
Great.
kind of a weird night. I'm glad my buddy's back and he's just on his Ezra shit. Good for him. That's great.
So
I like
you are
it.
left standing, Del and Rumpleforeskin.
Yep.
Do you say anything to each other? You all have this weird moment where, like,
Yeah.
everyone finally got back to their bodies, and it's no more normal than it was before.
Yeah. I was thinking I might spend the night in the carriage instead of in the cottage. Are you going back in there for the night, or what are you gonna do, Del?
I don't know. I'm kind of just standing there. I'm looking at my hand. I have a ring on. I'm like, I just feel kind of weird.
Weird how? Like magic weird, or just weird because everything is awful and we're feeling that?
I don't need to tell you.
I look at Rumple. I was like, oh, you're right. Sorry if I crossed a line there. Rumple again. I'm Rumpelstiltskin. I'm so glad you're okay.
It's Rumpleforeskin.
You're right. Rumpelstiltskin is a thing from where I'm from.
Oh,
Sounds very familiar.
What thing is it?
It's a story. The dude helps a lady. He weaves gold.
Oh, he sounds nice. I don't mind a nice namesake.
He tries to steal her baby. So
yeah.
That's not what I think about when I see you or anything like that. It's just the name is very similar.
Okay, well, that's fine then.
Rumpleforeskin, I'm really glad you're okay, and I'm really sorry that I nearly fucked that up. I feel really bad about it. Maybe
how did you fuck it up? I don't understand. I was in the collar. Now it seems like you guys saved the day.
That Amena lady, she was in doll form, and she didn't make it out of the box. We accidentally killed her with a weird little magic wand that did spells we didn't know anything about.
Let's leave that out in future tellings of this story.
Okay.
Let's say she was killed by the dolls.
Well, the doll piloting her body was trying to fight us, and so to kind of send a message that we weren't fucking around, I cut her down and killed the body that the doll was driving. Figured she was gone, so no harm. But then I was quickly reminded by everyone else that she was likely the one who imprisoned you, and we knew that the collar could only be taken off by her. So I was really scared that I had trapped you in a bunch of bone pieces for eternity. I'm really glad that's not the case.
Yeah, me too. Maybe in future, if you're not sure of the situation, the homicide might not be the first option. Maybe you could learn something or make a friend.
You're right. I kind of tried that too. And now this Robin guy is, I don't know where he is. He might be in this doll body. I got to find a place to keep this where it's going to be safe. He's going to maybe wake up in an hour or never again. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
I'm going to go outside and find a box, I think.
That's reasonable.
Find a box.
I will point out the front door's locked, so you might want to go around back.
That's a good observation. Thank you. I guess I'm going into the cottage after all. Are you two are good out here?
I think I'm going to go in the carriage. Rumpleforeskin, you can come if you want.
Okay,
sounds good. I walk away, just I feel super weird. Like, oh man, I really fucked up with this Amena thing. Dell's so fucking mad at me.
And Dell, as you are turning to move to the carriage, you can feel the energy of you being forced to disagree with these plans, traveling through your body and into the ring, and it feels like an electrical charge. And you realize that wearing this ring, you will be able to blast people with the electricity of your refusals and what they are charging. Mechanically, it will mean you are able to cast Shocking Grasp anytime you want, as long as you are wearing this ring.
Okay.
Cool.
Sweet.
So Rumpleforeskin follows you back to the carriage.
Yeah.
Inside the cottage, new rogue. You have locked the door. You have heard, Shadow Nemesis. You have locked the door. You have heard new rogue scream curses and then move on. You have a very upset Dr. Deputy with you, who is furious to have learned that Ezra is the one who killed the Dr. Deputy's body.
Mm-hmm.
You said we gotta kill Ezra, right? We gotta get our vengeance.
Do I know there's a back door? I don't want new rogue to get in.
Roll me. I would accept either an intelligence save or a wisdom save.
All right. Well, intelligence is -1, so wisdom with a 0 is what I will use. That is a 14.
14. You have been in the bedrooms in the back. There is no back door, but there are a lot of windows.
You better not be saying anything bad about Ezra! I swear to Ezra!
Yeah, see, everybody's got bad stuff to say about Ezra. Out there killing people's bodies.
bodies? What an asshole!
Okay, look, I'm going to be quick here because I have a feeling somebody's just going to like somehow bust in with magic or something.
Okay.
But your situation right now is actually great.
How?
Because with that there needle, can I see
Yeah.
that for a second?
Okay.
Okay, I take it and I wrap it in that fabric I have, protecting it so it won't poke anybody, and I put it in my bag of holding.
Wait, that's how I get my body.
Oh, I know, exactly. I'm going to hold on to this for a second. And what we're going to do on our adventure is go body shopping.
But
Picture it. That old body, I mean, hey, I think you're great, but it couldn't really do a lot. What if we found like a giant or a dragon person or some sort of like cool mud monster? You stab it, you could literally be anything, but don't stab us.
wait,
That's
so
off
you're
limit.
telling me I can steal the body from anybody else if they're really cool and really powerful, and then we steal it, and then we like bury the doll in a hole, and they're trapped forever, and I get their body while they suffer in a hole for eternity?
I mean, hey, listen, let's edit that a bit. As soon as you transfer bodies, let's just rip the head off the doll. Like, we don't need to bury it. It's just like dead. And you can't do that to us.
I get a new body, and we get to commit a murder of an innocent person whose entire life we've stolen?
And I have a little black tear that goes down the side of my helmet, and I kind of like wipe it away. I'm like, buddy, you know it.
And the doctor deputy just reaches up and rests a little doll hand on either side of your face and says,
You are the blackest night there's ever been.
I love you from the bottom of the blackest, darkest, dankest corner of my corrupted heart.
Can I like break a window or something? Can I just, like...
And you do break a window at the back of the cottage to be able to climb inside. And Tyler, you are coming around the corner to see that window breaking as New Rogue climbs in. And Del, you are climbing into a carriage.
Yep.
And the fire in the woods begins to burn brighter as it reaches the edge of the clearing. And you all see this except for Shadow Nemesis, who's busy crying and connecting with his another son and the endless list of children. And that's when you all hear a voice just say, Robin Gilliams will have his vengeance. I come for you. And there's a blast of fire at the edge of the woods. And Del, you look over and see the spectral body of a giant doll, nearly 8 feet tall, step out of the woods and begin closing in towards you.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too.
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time. Christopher Little, Sue One, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Diophasis, Squishy Werewolf, Remy, Funky Head, Nomad, the Wise Paladin of the Badlands, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, Gus Schreider, Drama, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumbdumbdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.